In this video, I want to talk about possible changes coming to one version of the Amex Gold Card. We have a new high bonus on a certain hotel credit card, and Capital One, after buying Discover Financial Services, is not satisfied. They are now buying another credit card company. Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. My name is Ben Hedges, aka the Credit Shifu, and on this channel, I cover US credit cards, personal finance, and luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe. But let's get into it. And this video is brought to you by Silo, but more on that later. Okay, so a survey was sent out to some cardholders asking about possible changes coming to the business gold card. The first very obvious change you notice is an increase to the annual fee from $375 up to $495, which is an increase of $170. Then we have a possible welcome bonus on this refreshed card of 200,000 points for spending $15,000 in 3 months, plus an additional 30,000 points when you also open an Amex business checking account. And it says qualifying activities, so I guess you'll need to deposit a certain amount of money in there too. Next, we have point earning. So it looks like they want to add 5 points per dollar on flights and prepaid hotels booked through Amex Travel. Notice the slight difference in wording from the Platinum card, which is flights booked direct or through Amex Travel, and those prepaid hotels for Amex Travel. For flights, on this one, it seems to be just flights booked through Amex Travel. Then we have 4X categories that seem to be the same as the card has now. Next, let's look at some potential credits. So currently, the Business Gold offers $395 worth of credits per year, which is actually just for 2 things. The Flexible Business Credit, which is $20 per month at FedEx, Grubhub, and office supply stores. And then we also have the monthly Walmart Plus credit, which pays for your Walmart Plus membership fees. But they're talking in this survey about increasing that amount to $1,500, including a $300 ChatGPT credit, LegalZoom, Xero, Notion, Squarespace, and Rezi. You can see the amounts on screen now. I can't be bothered to read all of them out, but it all adds up to $1,500. So although I'm not that keen on coupon books, that is a huge amount of value being added for a mere $120 increase in the annual fee. And let's say that you already use ChatGPT and pay for it. That saving alone offsets 60% of the new annual fee and already covers the increase almost 3 times. So if they bring in these changes, I don't really see a downside other than how annoying it is to keep track of the credits. But hey, this is 2026, guys. That just goes with the territory now. All right, let's now look at 2 more cool features that Amex seems to be proposing on this card. And one of them allows you to earn an extra 50,000 points per year. But first, earning 10 business class tickets to Europe just got a whole lot easier. If you want to earn millions of points, you need to keep listening. Silo Markets is the easiest way to earn points. If Built made rent earn points, Silo makes your investment portfolio earn points. Hands off, automatic, and often worth far more than any traditional rewards program. Silo works like any brokerage, supporting stocks, bonds, and ETFs. But for every dollar you invest, you earn 1 point per year, and you can simply transfer your existing portfolio to start earning points immediately. And right now, Silo has extended its limited time 300,000 point launch bonus until the end of the month. And those points go far. Just by transferring your existing portfolio, you can earn up to 800,000 points in the first year. Silo points redeem for 1 cent per point today, so that's $8,000. But Silo's team is working on adding major transfer partners like Air Canada, KLM, and Emirates by mid-2026, which means you could fly between Europe and the US East Coast in business class 10 times with those points. Now, what about security, you may ask? Silo is in partnership with IBKR, where all assets are custodied. This ensures your assets stay safe, with $5 million in FDIC insurance and $500,000 in SIPC coverage. Silo is the simplest, most effortless way to earn a massive amount of points by investing exactly like you already do. They've extended their 300,000 points launch bonus, and it's only available this month. So sign up today with the link down below to lock that in and start earning points on on your investments. So check this out. You can earn up to 50,000 extra Amex points per year when you pay your gold card directly from your Amex business checking account, which you opened when you got this card because they offered you extra points on the bonus for also having the Amex business checking. I assume that it's 1 point per dollar paid, but it doesn't actually specify that, so it could be less. This is the same idea as the Citi Double Cash, which is 1% when you spend and 1% when you pay the bill. Except in this case, it's like up to 4 or even 5 points per dollar when you spend, because there's spending categories, and then 1 point per dollar probably when you pay it from that linked business checking account. So in this way, you could be earning up to 5 points per dollar on, gas, and even 6 points per dollar on flights. It's actually a pretty sweet deal if this turned out to be true, and if it is, $1 equals 1 point when you're paying. It could be like $1 equals 0.5 points, but whatever. Then we have a cashback redemption option that is a slightly better deal than usual. So normally Amex points only convert into cashback at 1 point equals 0.6 cents. But this card will allow you to convert cashback at 10,000 points equals $80. So that's 0.8 cents. I'm not sure if you have to transfer in, increments of 10,000 to get this, but that's just how they word it in the email. Now, I still wouldn't recommend this, since if you have the personal Amex Platinum Charles Schwab version, you can convert at 1.1 cents per point to cashback, but that's limited to 1 million points a year. So let's say you max that out, and I know it might be hard to believe for some of you, but some people do max that out, all right? I come close to maxing it out most years, or some years I do max it out. Well, if you wanted more cashback, you could do this. Then finally, we have the card design options, and right at the bottom, it says if you spend $100,000 in a calendar year, you can unlock the option to get a 24-karat gold-plated card. I guess they're taking inspiration from the Robinhood credit card that has a couple of different options for real gold versions of their card. So that is what Amex seems to be thinking about doing. Remember, this just came from a survey. Not everything mentioned will necessarily end up being implemented, and apparently there were some different versions of this survey sent out to different cardholders. So, don't think this is 100% true. It's still rumors at this stage. While some people aren't that enthusiastic, since yes, we have the usual opposition to more couponification, which I can totally understand, but there are many people on Reddit who seem to like this. Like this person. Why does Reddit hate everything? This is awesome. Or this person. I love these changes. Right now, I'm only using the $240 flexible biz credit at Grubhub, plus the 4x for dining and electronics. I definitely use all of the ChatGPT, Squarespace, and Resi credits for only a $120 increase in the annual fee. No guess as to when this will become a reality, but remember, Amex is on a mission to constantly refresh cards. Interesting thing is, what will happen to the Platinum card? If they bring in the 5x on flights, will the Platinum go higher? I'd love it if it did. All right, let's now move on to a huge bonus on a certain hotel credit card. So on the IHG One Rewards Premier Card, we have a 175,000 points welcome bonus for spending $5,000 in 3 months from account opening. Now, just be aware, IHG points are not the most valuable. They're like Hilton points at about 0.5 cents per point. So this would be worth about $875. However, this bonus may still get you 2 nights at a pretty high-end hotel though, like either of the 2 Intercontinentals in DC, for example. I've stayed at both, all right, 2 nights in a row, 1 night at one night at the other, and I thought they were both awesome. My preference probably leans towards the Wharf, which is the newer one of the 2, even though the other one, the one near the White House, is a great experience. It's very traditional, but the newer one is just cleaner and nicer, and it has a pool on the roof, which the one by the White House doesn't. But actually, I guess if you were staying there now, it wouldn't really matter because it's winter anyway. But if you get the bonus and you stay there in the summer, the Wharf one has a pool. Now, this is close to the historic high bonus on this card. It's not quite the record, but it is close, so it's a great time to get it. There is an end date on this one, and that is March 18th, 2026, so you have about 2 months if you want to get it. All right, let's now talk about our final story of the day, and that is Capital One buying a certain credit card company. So Capital One has announced that it is acquiring Brex, which, no, it's not a breakfast cereal brand, but a reasonably popular business credit card. This deal is for $5.5 billion, which is quite a bit lower than previous valuations of Brex, which have been up to $12 billion. And so Capital One is getting a good deal here. Brex is a corporate credit card with up to 7x back in rewards. They did at one time have a lounge in San Francisco, not in an airport, but just in the city for card members to hold business meetings in. It seems it closed in 2020 after an employee tested positive for COVID, and perhaps it never reopened. I couldn't find much information about it, but if you look on Google Maps, it says permanently closed, and Street View shows it all boarded up. So that is kind of sad since it's a cool benefit, but yeah, it seems like Capital One is really trying to increase its business credit card lineup with this one. This is their second acquisition in recent years after Discover, and they're on pace to become the next Chase, which did a load of acquisitions in the years leading up to it becoming one of the most popular credit card issuers today. So I see good things in the future for Capital One. The only question I have is, will they transfer the Brex cards to their newly acquired Discover network? Might be likely, but who knows? All right, guys, that is the video for today. Don't forget to get up to 300,000 points as a welcome bonus when you sign up for Silo in the links below. And that deal is only available until the end of the month, so get it while you can. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Pretty impressive, huh?